Okay, welcome to BRGR. We obviously have a guest today. This is stepson Chase.
Hello.
Hello. Okay, so, and you'll notice that our digs are different. We actually went to the podcast studio to record, and someone else had come in there and fucked everything up. So nothing was working, computer, cameras, headphones, whatever. So we're a little fuzzy. It is what it is. We're gonna fucking record and just we'll fucking deal with it next week. But we at least wanted to get you guys a show. So welcome back to the show. We're on episode 3. Francisco is obviously not here. He is traveling in Denver. So we brought in a special guest this week. Chase has actually joined us before.
A couple years ago, but
A
I'm back.
few in an unofficial capacity. He was usually sitting in the wings.
I was giving my score prediction on
Yeah,
camera.
yeah, when we were sitting at Oscars, but you're
Yeah.
making your debut as like
Debut podcast.
debut as a yeah.
New profession. So
Color commentator coming out, I guess.
maybe
All right, so we have a lot to fucking talk about because the show, like, I don't think we could have been prepared when we met last week to talk about the fucking game that happened last week. Because that was nuts. 2009 is the last time that we have seen Nebraska in that fashion. And if you're joining us, by the way, we're not here to talk stats at you. We're here to like vent, chat, essentially just do what you guys do on a normal basis. We're not throwing stats at you, but that's a good one. But yeah, holy shit.
impressive.
That was a statement
I
win.
think that first game where we scored over 50 points.
I thought that
Wisconsin
I thought about that, but you make a really interesting point because your generation, very different than mine, your generation has never seen a winning Nebraska team. They haven't
No, I think our last year was the first time we
made a bowl game that you can recall.
about 5 years ago we made one against
Uh-huh.
Kentucky, I want to say, or at least it was in Nashville.
Right.
But
But
other than that, it's about one.
you have not seen Nebraska win like this. And
No,
this is the shit that I grew up with, which is why they have been raised since they were 2 and 3 going to Husker games. So this is very
this is
normal
our
that he's here.
second team that has been successful. And I remember first team being
Yeah.
Rex Burkhead and Mir Abdullah,
Yeah.
Taylor Martinez. This is the second
Yeah.
go around here.
You got their signatures up there on the wall. But you make a really good point. You just have not seen, it's hard for your generation to love them like we do because you guys just have not seen this kind of dominance. When for us, this is all we fucking knew is we knew wins like this. We knew shutouts. We knew stepping on their throat and not letting off the gas. And I don't give a fuck who it is. Like we are going to run through a wall. So, you know,
It was nice.
700 and
700
total yards.
maybe.
Yeah.
It was nice.
It was
We
so, I mean, I know you weren't there, but it was so nice being in that stadium and not being fucking stressed. And you know how I stress because I sit there and I pray and I sway and I hate watching my team lose in that stadium, but it was so nice not to be stressed.
It was nice to not touch up the TV in the hotel room either. That was
Right?
good.
Right.
Good.
The funny
Very
thing,
fun, enjoyable game. Not
right?
fuck, we're gonna lose this. So
But the funny thing is we're so conditioned to that losing, especially with Frost, the entire fucking time, especially in that first half where we left those 2 touchdowns, turn them over in the red zone. I'm literally still sitting there thinking, how are we going to Nebraska this situation and absolutely fuck it up?
we could do an onside kick.
Right. Yeah. We could Scott Frost it and do an onside kick to start the third quarter because we're up 30 points.
I think it was huge that we did that. We got a field goal block
Yeah.
to end the game and the quarter half.
Yeah, for
So,
sure. But I mean, even still, even being up that 19 points, 30 points heading into half, I'm still like, God, I'm going to relax, but I don't know if I should because I'm so conditioned to feel this. And there's a way that we could fuck this up.
yeah.
We just didn't.
With 2 minutes left in the second quarter, we were 19-0.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's impressive we put 14 points on in 2 minutes. So it shows our 2 minute drill, shows our, drive that we can have if we are down.
If we're down.
Say Michigan next week or 2 weeks.
Yeah.
We're down by 3 or something. We can do it. So
which is also interesting because so Chase and Kinsley went with us to the game at Arrowhead, and the whole time you and I are sitting there fucking saying, Why the fuck aren't we running a 2-minute drill? Why are we not running a hurry up offense? Why? And it was nice to actually fucking see it. It was nice for our defense to show up because the defense that showed up this week was night and day different from the defense that we saw against Cincinnati. Now, two very different teams, different level of, competitiveness and whatever. But still, I appreciated seeing that. All right, next man up. Fuck, get in there, go. Whatever we got to do.
Yeah.
So, and we had alcohol sales.
Yep, too young to have that, but they're in there.
I wasn't. I honestly, and I know you asked, you're like, was it crazy? Was it different? And it really didn't feel any different to me because instead of people being so primed heading into the game and then leaving at half and coming back and being primed again, it was more like they could just be steady with it. I think it didn't feel any different to me. So, and you also can't do the whole leave, come back thing anymore, I think after half. Yeah. So it just didn't feel nuts to me. I drank my fair share.
I'll be in the student section this week, so we'll see how that goes.
Well, that will be the actual assessment because
Easton said wasn't too much of a difference.
Our oldest,
same old deal.
Well, and
students.
I still saw videos of like people taking shots out of tennis shoes, which was disgusting.
Yeah.
Whatever. But anyway, so that was kind of our game recap. There were lots of improvements from the week prior. I think we got all those jitters out, a lot of jitters out from Cincinnati. We're going to move on to player coach spotlight. What I want to talk about first is coach's halftime speech. That if you haven't seen it, it's very viral. So I want to talk about that.
I think it was a good message. I mean, we're going against a high school team basically. You don't let off the gas because that's happened too many times.
Every time we let off the gas,
Northern Iowa last year, we were I don't know, I think 18 or 15-3, and we saw our starters in the fourth quarter, and that's not what you want to see against an FCS team. So nice to get them out early.
And I thought the interesting piece too was some of the national rhetoric on people, and like CBS Sports and ESPN posted that video. Is so many people were like, "It's fucking Akron, dude. Who the fuck cares? Like, chill the fuck out." And the point is, no, that's not the point. I don't want them to chill out. I want them to have that fire because that is the Nebraska that we know. You don't give a fuck who we are playing. I will run through a fucking wall, and that's been the problem, in my opinion. Is it's a little bit lighter this week because it's one of our easy games. But as we've learned, our easy games haven't been so easy. So no, it doesn't matter that it's Akron to me. The point is that you show up, if you practice and you play that way all the time, consistency breeds, it just
laid down to our opponents through
correct
decades.
Exactly.
Mike Riley, Mickey Joseph, Scott Frost.
Yeah.
Everybody.
So
it's good to just keep going and getting other players involved too. We had 108 players.
And I was so happy to see that. So and Rayola said that too. He's like, I just want to see all my brothers get a chance to play. And again, if you play how you practice, then it just becomes second nature, and you don't have to turn it on or turn it off based off of who you're playing. You're just playing at that level of intensity all the time. And that's all that Riley, oh my God, all that Rule was trying to say was, I don't give a fuck who it is. Yeah. Get the fuck on the field. Yeah. He's like,
nobody's a smile. There's still 2 quarters of football. So.
And we still had 2 turnovers. We turned all in the red zone. There should be 14 more points on that board. Yeah. And actually, if you take 2 off, so it still would have been a 15-point changeover because if you take 2 off, then we don't have the safety. Mm-hmm. But still, the point is
the game could have been in the 70s.
Oh, 100%. 80s. I mean, you add 14 more points to 60. So it was 60. Take 2 off, add 14 on. I mean, you're 80s. Yeah. And that's the whole fucking point. And that's what he wanted. He goes, I don't care who it is. If you guys as starters can't figure this out, the next man up. And it's the mentality. It's not the opponent. It's the mentality. So I also liked what he had to say about Rayola. He goes, everybody makes the easy comparison that he could be Mahomes and this and that and all the other stuff. He goes, I don't want him doing, the crazy behind the back shit or all these trick plays. He can do them, but that's not what I want him to do. I want him to just go out there and put up the yards and make I just want him to be quarterback. And I think that that's what Raiola was saying was, I just wanted to help all my brothers get in. I just wanted to make the plays. I just wanted to be the leader of the team. I'm not trying to be a showboat.
Yeah. It's nice to see somebody just a little humble on the team and want his guys to succeed just as well as he does.
Yeah. I mean, he's got plenty of NIL money and all this other shit, but he genuinely wants that for everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
And that's team success. And I think that that's the clear difference why him and Scott Frost could not see eye to eye. They just couldn't.
Yeah. Not a good coach to have if you want to.
No, fuck no. Which is really hard considering his dad played with Frost. Like, that's just really fucking hard. But okay, we talked about Dane Key and Luke Lindemeyer also had huge key games again. And I love seeing that from Luke, being a homegrown Husker from Papillion, getting those snaps.
I would say
engagement aside, which was also really fucking cool, but engagement aside, just love seeing all of these different players and homegrown Huskers get the wins.
Yeah, I think Isaiah Hunter was actually more impressive.
Okay.
Key, but I mean, they're both huge. We wouldn't be where we are without them.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he's actually doing more for the team right now.
Okay.
Getting more catches down the line, getting more touchdowns.
Uh-huh.
I know Dan Key had a pretty good catch in the end zone, but I mean, they're both doing wonders for us. So no reason to shade one of them and not the other. So
and it's good to have the rotation though.
Mm-hmm.
If somebody's got one's number, you've got the rotation because he had some big stuff at Arrowhead.
Yeah, you saw Ja'Cory too, who's going to run a jet sweep or whatever he wants to run.
Yeah,
fly.
I wanted to talk about the rights in the secondary.
Mm-hmm.
Because Sierra Wright had that block.
Mm-hmm.
It was nice to it's hard to still get used to like seeing some shit happen on special teams in addition to being in the secondary.
Yep.
But those were two guys that I thought really they had people's numbers on that field.
Yeah, they were going out there to hunt.
Yeah, 100%. They were going out there to hunt. So shout out to the Wright boys. Not related, but just one is 0, one is 1, and they both have the last name Wright. So
on the secondary, I think Malcolm Hartsock is out this week.
Yeah.
So, which is nice. Don't need to put him in a game like this.
No, let him rest.
Does not throw the ball. We can get to that, but they don't throw the ball. So let him rest and be ready for Michigan. So.
Yeah, we'll talk about Michigan too, because
yeah.
All right. And we talked about the defense being night and day. So
I do want to see more. Well, they had 9 tackles for loss.
Yeah.
But they need to work on the run game.
Mm-hmm.
From what I saw in Cincinnati and then what I saw on TV this last week, it needs improvement.
Yeah.
And I think, again, we'll get to the Houston Christian, but that's what they do.
That's what they do.
We'll have to
that will be another
address that.
Both games so far, I feel like have been an interesting test in different ways.
Mm-hmm.
So Akron, I thought, was a different test than Cincinnati was, and I think that HCU will be a different test than these two previously.
I think Cincinnati was good on both sides, good with their scramble. Their quarterback is veteran.
They had plenty of time in the pocket. Their offensive line was buying him time to get his check downs, all that kind of stuff. So again, just two very different games that happened that tested Nebraska in different ways, which I think is why Husker fans were so nervous. Like, what the fuck is happening with our offense or our defense? If you're watching that Cincinnati game, you're like, fuck.
Yeah, it's key fourth time win us that game.
Yeah, for sure. And we didn't even talk about it was such a delight too to just absolutely beat the living shit out of Akron, considering the last time we were supposed to play them, it got rained out, and then the bitches didn't want to play.
Yeah, refused to play on Sunday.
Refused to play, and basically said, we'll take our money and no thank you. And that was the start of everything bad that happened with Scott Frost. So it was really nice to kind of snap that bad juju and just have it be such a big win. Like I felt like we kind of staged the stadium a little bit of some Frost.
Some alcohol and some Akron down.
Yeah, for sure. Sure. All right. Fan therapy corner. I did get some comments from you guys. You guys wanted to talk about the 2 touchdowns that we left on the field in the red zone. not great at all, especially considering 1 yard out, 2 yards out, like you don't have that confidence
We
to
had the same
just,
play in Cincinnati.
yeah.
I think Henry Carver the ball too.
Mm-hmm.
And
He's
no, we had a false start.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was embarrassing to watch. It's tough.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan playing online or
Tight end.
Can
Yeah.
drive that ball. I think there would have been another play calls I would have probably looked at. The exact one on a 4th down in Cincinnati where we did a play action and Dan Key just took a slant. I would
Yep.
have done that. I don't know.
Both of these games, Heinrich had a rough game with Cincy. He had a rough game. I don't know what's going on with him.
He had a good catch in the middle of the field, 12 yards or so, but
Yeah.
that's about all I noticed from him.
But when you're in the red zone, when you're 2 yards out, you can't leave that shit on the field.
Yeah.
And if you don't have the confidence in that guy, it's the next guy. And I know that Raiola wants that for him because Heinrich was also a quarterback coming from Kearney Catholic, another homegrown Husky. He wants that for him. But if that's not the guy and you don't have the confidence, then you fucking run one that does. And that is the shit that honestly bothered me so much about Frost is I feel like with Adrian, he made a lot of promises to Adrian.
Mm-hmm.
And there were times that Adrian was not the choice. He shouldn't have been the starting quarterback. He was not the choice. But because Frost made those promises, he kept him in for the sake of keeping him in in the exchange of not playing for the team and not playing for the win. Like at the end of the day, you get the fucking win, however you have to get it. And I want that to be the same mentality. Like if this isn't the guy, it's not the guy. Put the fucking points on the board.
Rules made a comment where us as fans need to stop wanting homegrown Huskers to do good.
Mm-hmm.
We just want the win.
Yeah.
And if we recruit
mm-hmm.
from Florida, which we do
mm-hmm.
every day, if we recruit Florida or wherever in the country,
mm-hmm.
And that gets us a win, and we recruit over the Nebraska guys, but we're still getting the win,
mm-hmm.
no one should be complaining.
No one.
Because you have some connections probably to a player. One of your family members knows a cousin who knows them.
Who knows a guy?
Who gives a shit though?
Who's a
we're getting a fucking win.
Yeah.
No point to complain about it.
Well, and I think, and that's a different take for your generation because again, people my age and older, that was such a storied part of this program is
walk-on
program and all that crap. And so Frost did nothing with that. Riley did nothing with that. And so we lost that walk-on program for so long. But again, to your point, if it's not working, it's not working. And you can't just do it for the sake of doing it. Get the fucking win. Get the program in the place that it needs to be. So you're recruiting, so you're getting the donors, so you're doing the things that need to be done to be Nebraska football. Just be Nebraska football.
Yeah. We need that walk on for sure, but we have to understand that if it doesn't get us the win, that's all right.
Yep.
But
I agree.
Shout out to the walk-on program. John Bullock made the Tampa Bay 53, so backup linebacker for the Bucks.
And there's no saying that good players don't come out of it. We're just saying in those critical moments when it matters, and if it's a difference of a loss or a win, you choose the team over the player. And I think every person on that team would agree with that. There is no I in team. I want the win for all my brothers, not myself. And if that's not them, get the fuck off the team because that's the wrong mentality. And I think that that's what was a real struggle with some past coaching things because there was a lot of me instead of we.
I know my buddies commenting, like, why aren't we getting this Miller South quarterback, homegrown Husker, Jet Thamala, whatever, who's Alabama commit, but we've got DJ Lateef, and now Dayton Raiola. We're just fine.
We're good.
On the
quarterback room is good.
Unfortunately, we're not. Well, fortunately, or however you want to look at it, we're not just like, oh, he's a Nebraska guy. We got to get him. We're gonna get the players we need, and we can. 5 stars. We're back up there with getting 5 stars. So
you wouldn't know this because you were too young to know this, but you know when Bill Callahan came in and we went from this run office to this offense to this West Coast offense. We didn't have the personnel for that, right? And that's an example of coach that set our program back 5 years or more because you're changing the personnel that we don't have, that they're not built for this. And same thing here, like you get the people that you need. Like we needed to shore up our offensive line. That was crystal fucking clear after last year. You get the people that you need to fill the gaps, to fill the holes of what you've got. We picked up
national champion or national championship game.
Yeah.
A lineman from Notre Dame.
Notre Dame. Sierra Wright came from USC. We've got what's his name that came from Oklahoma. Anyway, we picked up Archie Wilson from all the way the fuck on the other side of the world. Like you fill the holes that have to be filled, not just picking up bodies for the sake of picking up bodies because they're
lose Coleman, pick up the year, Hunter.
Yeah.
Transfer portal is looking good for us.
Yeah, I mean, Nebraska just absolutely crushed the transfer portal. They really, truly did. So thank you guys for your comments for that particular piece of the fan therapy corner. We agree with you. The loss of the 2 touchdowns was completely fucking unacceptable. And I think that's why Rule said what he needed to say at half. Like, that's fucking ridiculous. So anyway, all right, let's move on to the Big Ten Chaos Report. The biggest one that we want to talk about is Michigan, which is so critical. It'll be interesting to see how they respond this week. And then we have them at home next week.
Yeah, I'm not sure they're playing this week, but I watched most of that game. We were flipping in between Nebraska and Michigan, and they looked pretty ass, not gonna lie. The first half. If we win the coin flip against Michigan, I think we take the ball and try to get one on the board because they looked real slow the first half.
Okay.
So
like that they're just not coming out of the gate.
I don't know what
it'll be interesting to see how they respond this week. If they're gonna be I mean,
who do they play?
Fuck, I don't know. Who do they play? Come on, Kinsley. Our sideline reporter's letting us down. Just kidding. Shout out to Kinsley. Big Ten. Central Michigan. Okay.
Well, if we're not up by 50, might have a problem with that for them.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of Michigan, we'll also be playing against their interim head coach. He used to coach Charlotte, I want to say, and I think I saw reports 6 and 16 or
6 and 16.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So feel a little bit better about the game as we go on.
Yeah. I haven't felt like this heading into Big Ten play in a long fucking time. Like the PTSD is real because I have not felt good at all heading into Big Ten play.
I think if we can get a win at Michigan, against Michigan.
Yeah.
I think we can go on a little run. We go against Michigan State and then Rutgers or
Maryland.
Maryland, that's right. And they look pretty good. I think it'll be a little challenging, and then it'll be like an Indiana last year. Maybe not to the extent, but
Iowa looked like couldn't get shit done with Iowa State.
Iowa stat for you: TJ Lateef has more passing yards than Grakowski in three possessions or three drives.
Yeah.
So not too worried about the passing game. Running game's a whole different story. Passing game for Iowa, we look
really good.
Fine.
Yeah.
So
it's just interesting to see how things play. It's just that Michigan has a lot of shit going on off the field. A lot of drama that's very clearly impacting what's going on the field. And it's funny when I watch NFL games and I see coach and I'm just like, you are such a fuckstick. Like you left your team in this absolute
he knew what was going
mess. Oh yeah, they absolutely knew what he was going on. So delight to see Michigan lose again. Sorry to Tom Leary to say that. Sorry, Coach Tom.
I wasn't going to watch that.
At least you didn't have to go be on the ice with him after that. He probably would have made you skate suicide.
I'm going to kick my ass.
Yeah.
Michigan State also looked real rough against their who they played. Now I'm blanking.
And Northwestern lost. They're not going to pick one up. They're playing Oregon this week. Wisconsin's got Alabama.
Or Wisconsin.
USC and Purdue will be interesting. We'll see how that goes. USC and Purdue, because we've got USC.
USC has the most points in the in college football right now, and Purdue went 1-11 last year. I heard they got better, but
I heard they got better. We will see. So yeah. All right, moving on from the Big Ten, let's talk about our predictions for tomorrow, either our doomsday preview, our hope preview. Doubt it's going to be a doomsday. I want it to be another Akron showing. I just don't let off the gas, step on their throats, make a statement. You take that energy. For me, it's all about heading into Michigan. And I don't say that lightly. Like, you don't want to be thinking about the next game. You want to be thinking and focusing about the game that's in front of you. However, I'm also thinking about mentality wise, heading into Michigan, fucking heading in 3-0 is a fuck of a lot different than heading in 2-1.
We have to watch the run game. We looked real poor at it. Cincinnati, Akron, our JV high school team. I think we were fine.
It's really hard to gauge what we improved based off of who we played. It's really hard to gauge that.
Houston Christian ran for 400 yards their first week. Now against nobody, but still 400 yards is impressive when you're footballing anywhere. We'll be curious to see how that goes. I don't know. I don't think we have a struggle though. I think we have a fun morning game with some breakfast burritos. So looking forward to
and Bloody Marys, which you seemed really shocked by.
Not my thing.
I know it's not your thing, but you're like, it's like 8 a.m. Yeah, perfect.
It'll be 8 a.m.
Kegs, eggs, and football. Rule said it himself.
That'll be at the tailgate.
It will be at the tailgate.
I'll be enjoying a nice cold water and a coffee.
I love that you drink coffee now.
Turn into my dad every day.
You do. You are turning into your dad every single day. It is going to be hot though.
Yeah.
With straight sun.
Huskers put out, we can bring in a water bottle.
I know. A sealed one that has
vodka or water.
No.
Whatever you choose.
What was I haven't even looked at it for the spread this week.
Oh shit. I don't know.
What's the spread?
The red out.
It is a red out
today.
Yeah.
We'll be wearing
yesterday.
Red uniforms.
They out yesterday. Those uniforms look.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it, go check out Husker football on any of your social platforms. But red unis, red pants, red socks, red shoes, red everything. The stadium's got a red overlay. So red out. Everything that you wear is red.
Yeah. So people in the comments were asking, why don't we wear it from Michigan? Big game, Michigan, whenever. That's really distracting.
Yep.
We wore white out for Indiana last year and we got our shit rocked.
100%.
So let's have some fun with a red out against a high school team.
Yeah.
And then we can
focus,
not do any special shit and put our head down and go to work against Michigan.
Yeah. And I think that's the biggest thing. Just put your head down, do the fucking work, no distractions. I mean, Rule made that comment 2 weeks now. Even so, obviously he talked about how the fans showed up and made a huge difference for Cincinnati. The Cincinnati coach said that as well. And this last week, all the recruits that were there, Rule pointed out to the recruits, look at this stadium.
Mm-hmm.
You look at the stadium right now, look at the score on that. Like what stadium, what fan base in this country would still have a full stadium with this score, this time of night, blah, whatever, against this team. Like this is our secret weapon. And it was such a key point that he made with fans or with recruits.
Yeah, there was a couple of wrestling recruits there. Bo Bassett, number 1 of 26, 20, or maybe 25 here. But number 1 from his year and another number 1 wrestling recruit. So Manning has got some good guys. Hopefully the Husker program helps him out. But the Husker football isn't just bringing in football people. It's bringing
the volleyball team was all there. They had their, all of their players there. It was really nice. I got to talk to Andy Jackson for a second. I got to talk to Adriana. Really nice. The Italian. Yeah. But it's just, and that's the whole point, is get back to being Husker football. Just do the shit that has to be done. Right. All right. What's your score prediction?
I'd like to see a shutout, but I don't want to get greedy here.
Yeah.
I'd be happy if we held them under 10. I think that's what we have to do, actually. We have to hold them under 10. I don't know. I have no report on their defense, but I assume they're on the same level as Akron. So I will go with oh, geez, getting real aggressive after last week. Maybe like
Don't get cocky. Don't get cocky.
55-6.
Okay, I was going
two field goals. 55-6.
I was going 42-7.
Yeah.
We're not trying to get cocky here. So,
Kinsley,
all right, Kinsley,
score.
your score.
Big football person over here.
Shout out, Pokes.
Yeah, Wyoming, big
Wyoming,
game.
big game.
Big game for Wyoming.
Yep.
Play,
Yep.
which is a night game in Wyoming. I've not been to a night game, but I've been to a day game. It is a very fun environment. Sure, they'll be rocking. We'll see though. Yeah.
48-10.
Okay.
48.
All right. So she's split in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. All right. Well, let's give our final grades then for this last week. Offense. Overall, what's your grade on
I was
that?
gonna say plus, but we had Emmett Johnson over enough stuff on the 1 yard line with an A.
Wow, I don't want to get overconfident. I'll give him a B plus.
Yeah. A minus.
You left 14 points on the board.
TJ got 130 yards.
All right.
Backup true freshman quarterback.
I guess
108 players got a snap. Very good.
I think it'd be
maybe that's a head coaching grade.
Yeah,
Oops, jumping the gun.
That's okay. Defense, what do you think?
A plus. I think we had 9.
You are rose-colored glasses.
No. Now, hold on. Let me back it up. A minus. I think we needed more turnovers.
I do want to see more quarterback hurries, more, you know what I mean?
I think 9 tackles for loss were nice because we had one, two, one.
We had none.
Cincinnati.
We had none against Cincinnati.
None, yeah.
We had no quarterback hurries or sacks against Cincinnati. None.
So that's a little ridiculous.
Yeah. So I will give us an improvement again to B plus. I'm not. This is not A plus shit. We're not there yet. We're not there yet. I agree, but it's not about the score.
And if we had 2 more turnovers, A plus. So without the turnovers, I'll go A minus.
Right, but it's not about the score. It's about how they performed as a unit.
Sure.
So I'm not there yet. It's B. Yeah, it's B plus. Yeah. Okay, special teams. This I might give an A. I might give an A for.
I didn't even honestly. Well, we didn't even pump the ball. We didn't pump the ball. So our kicker made some good things. I don't know. Yeah, A.
I don't have any.
We had a block kick or we had a blocked field goal.
We had a blocked field goal.
A plus.
That's what I'm saying. I'm on it. So fans, atmosphere wise, it was. I mean, you can never go wrong with Memorial at night. You can't, and nothing beats it. So
Big Ten.
A plus there.
Big houses got nothing on Memorial. You got 105,000 seats, but it's you don't feel it because you're all like this. Here's your 105,000 seats. This is Nebraska. This is Arrowhead.
All right, that's our overall grades for for last week. We're heading into last week. Oh my God, heading into this week. Before we sign off, because we're actually going to go to the pumpkin patch and we got to go, and your dad just called. Hey, Kinsley, can you text him and just let him know we're wrapping up? I do want to give a shout out to Toby Wright and Claudius Wright. Got to meet both of them. Toby used to play for Nebraska. He was in our 90 to 93 kind of forgotten era. That's how he felt. And then Claudius, he actually used to play for Arizona. Got to meet both of them. They were there as parents, but they didn't like their seats because they're way too low, so they couldn't see the plays that were going on. So they just happened to sit down in our seats, and I was like, everybody in our section. I'm like, fuck, just stay. It's fine. Everybody will squish. Yeah, everybody will squish together. And we had the best time. We had so much fun. They took us with them to the Tom Osborne Legacy Complex after the game, so we got to meet their sons and see a bunch of the players and everything. And it was so cool to be in there with the national trophies and the Heismans and all that. It was just such a fun time. And they're going to actually come on the show. So they're actually flying into Omaha now. So I want to give them a shout out and say, you guys are not forgotten eras. We loved meeting you, and you guys are welcome on the show anytime. So.
Absolutely.
All right.
You guys.
Shout out.
I wasn't there, but
I texted you and you're like, fuck, this is awesome.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
that was our shoot.
Yeah. Well, price of a college athlete. All right, guys, that is BRGR for this week. We're going to head out. We will give you a very quick live recap of the game after the game is over. Wear red, be loud, and we will catch you guys next time. Thanks for coming on, Chase.
Of course.